What's going on, Mother Truckers? Welcome to Mother Trucker News. Email us at muthatruckernews@gmail.com. The debate today on today's podcast is about being overweight, right? Just the other day, we had a mother trucker that was in California that was 1,100 pounds overweight, and he had to pay $9,106 for his overweight ticket. There was one recently in Connecticut where there was an oversize, and he was 36,000 pounds overweight, and that ticket was $15,500. And just the other day, there was a log truck that was 40,000 pounds overweight. Now, Ohio didn't say about how much they charged this driver, but I'm sure it's $15,000 to $20,000, $30,000. It's hard to tell. So, the first part of today's podcast is asking you, have you ever gotten a ticket or received a ticket for being overweight? Second, do you always trust the paperwork, or do you actually go to the scale and get it rescaled? Because, you don't need this, right? And the biggest part about this that I want to bring up now is both articles that Connecticut Highway Patrol, state troopers in Ohio and California all posted was that these trucks were considered overweight and are getting a fine of that enormous amount. But that if they did have the permit, then everything would be okay. So if you are giving these tickets because you're concerned about the safety of the individuals and the Americans that are driving on these roads, then I 100% understand. The problem that I do have is that if these truck drivers did have the permits, then 100% there would be no problem. So at the end of the day, what am I saying here? I'm pretty much saying it's a cash money grab for these states. So you're saying a piece of paper saying that you have a permit is going to make that load any safer? So in reality, I think it's a stretch. I think that the drivers 100%, where they goofed up was getting their permits. So I could say this PSA. If you are doing oversize, if you're going to be hauling something extremely heavy, make sure you have all the proper permits, because if you don't, you're going to get a big fine. But if we're talking about the safety and the endangerment of the people on the road, is a permit really going to make a difference? I don't think so. So, mud truckers, just remember that, when they post things like this, yeah, the truck driver messed up for not having the permit. But did they have the right equipment to haul that type of weight? I would say they did. Think about that for a second. Let me know what you think. But mother truckers, comment down below. That's the topic of the day and just my opinions of how I feel about it.